Hello everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. I know as a black woman in America, I can truly say after Harry said that he never said that the royal family was racist, I was like, I already knew that and I already told y'all that. The fact that they said that stuff on Oprah, that the color of the baby's skin was of concern, and then Meghan put out there that because of that, her baby, future baby, because she wasn't even pregnant, was not going to be able to get the title like everybody else, all the other grandchildren, and that the protection of the child was important because of the color of its skin. And so they didn't say they were racist. No, they didn't. Oprah asked who was racist or something to that effect, and Meghan agreed that that's what it was. And they have let this travel for almost 2 years, y'all, since the Oprah interview, and not corrected it. That if they felt like they didn't mean to say they were racist, there was just some unconscious bias. He took the effort to talk to Oprah or relate to Oprah the very next day to make sure that everybody knew that it wasn't his grandmother or his grandfather that asked that question about the baby's potential color of their skin. So why couldn't he have corrected, hey, I'm not saying my family's racist, I'm just saying this unconscious bias. That's all he had to do. He did not do it. And not only did he not do it, Oprah and Gail continued on with that thing that it was the royal family was institutionally racist. And I'm telling you, as a black woman, the day after that interview aired, the same night, a lot of black people all over Twitter, black Twitter, and on regular YouTube was saying how racist the royal family was. They just knew it. And now Meghan has just proved it. So it didn't take the media telling us what to interpret from what they said. They said it. They said it. They said it. And then she said on the docuseries that she did not think that everybody would take away that the question about the color of the baby's skin. That's not what she thought would stick with everybody. But what did she think was going to stick with everybody? Yes, she did. She knew that. That's a rhetorical question. And now they're backtracking on a lot of things. So why do you think they're backtracking? Some people saying because they want to get back in the good graces of the royal family. What I feel is that, my opinion, is that there's still the plan. They're still playing with your minds. Now y'all see what gaslighting really truly feels like. It really looks like, because what he did last night on with Tom Bradbury was exactly what gaslighting looks like. When you see something happen and you heard somebody say something and you question them about it, and they turn the whole thing around and say, "You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear me say that." When you know you just heard it or you just saw it, and then they try to make all these other excuses. It was this. It was this. It was it. No. That's gaslighting. And so when you deal with them and you get through that cycle where they're gaslighting and projecting and the craziness that goes along with it, the conceitedness, the over-grandized feelings, the fantasies, the lies, all that stuff triggered me last night. And I was like, okay, first of all, I was happy that he said, family's not racist. You didn't hear me say that. But then he went on to do the unconscious bias, which is still racism. It's kind of like you're racist, but you don't know it. Oh, that was a racist statement, so you need to understand that what you said was racist. Even though you may have known it was racist, it's racist, but that's unconscious bias. So he still called his family racist. So when he did that and he went into the unconscious bias part, I'm like, no. And then he kept talking and talking and talking. I was like, this boy is gaslighting people. So I think it's still part of the game. What narcissists do, they give and they take, they push and they pull. And so they push, they've been pushing lately. And now they're pulling back a little bit to make us feel like, oh, well, maybe they're straightening up. Maybe he got a clue. Maybe this is a game. I knew when the interviews were going to come out, and I think a lot of people are saying this, that those interviews were going to be rehearsed. I mean, that's what you would do if you're out in the public like that and you're a public figure. You're going to have a hard interview or you're promoting your book. I told y'all this before. They're going to get with them and they're going to, of course, practice with them. Like, how do you answer these questions? How do you address these issues? And a lot of the questions when this interview was not going to really be as much about the book as it's about addressing the issues that's happened in the past couple of weeks regarding Harry and his family. What I saw today also is when Piers Morgan, when he had, I think this female name is Tish, she's black. She's one of the ones that confronted him in the beginning when the racist issue regarding Harry, Meghan, and Oprah interview came out. And at the time, what she said to him was, he said he didn't think it was racist asking someone what color you think the baby might be, because, and then in our you know, to his offense, a lot of black people, even when we black, dark skin, light skin, no matter, you know, how tall is the baby to me? What if this one persons have the darker hair and one have lighter hair, you're like, you know, what hair is he going to take out? He's going to take out your hair. Is it going to be long? Is it going to be short, thick, thin? Or is he going to be tall, short? You know, is it going to be light skin, dark skin? What do you think? Because if they've got two different complexions, you don't know how the kid's going to turn out. So when it's a biracial child, it's even more the same thing. I mean, I have biracial children. I have two biracial children. Their father is Puerto Rican, and he's very light-skinned Puerto Rican. So we didn't know what color the kids were going to turn out. They look more Puerto Rican than they do black. So, you know, I've been through that. There's nothing racist about that. It's just, you know, being inquisitive and thinking like, wow, what's this child going to look like? You know, even I thought that myself, and I was carrying the baby, you know. But, Piers Morgan was saying, well, it's not racist. And Tish was saying, well, how haughty of you, I'm paraphrasing, for you to tell me as a black woman what racism means. You're going to give me a definition of what racism is. Go ahead, white man, tell me what racism is. Like, I don't know. And so now that Harry's come out and said that he never said his family is racist, he had her back on the show today, right? And he says, see, I told you they weren't racist, and you got mad at me when I said asking that question wasn't racist. And here she went again and saying, see, there you are again, telling me what's racist and what's not racist. And he's like, wait a minute. We've already verified that they're not racist. Asking that question wasn't racist. And I'm like, y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. White people can tell you what racism is. There is a definition of racism. And there is a definition for being offensive. And there's a definition for being, you know, sarcastic. And you know what I'm saying? So you can't say what, keep saying you, as white people, non-black people, you can't say what's racism and what's not racism. You know it when you see it. And you can call it out. If you don't want anybody to say that about you, you know when it's wrong and it's offensive. You know what I'm saying? And then you know when it's racist, if it's about color, or if you're putting somebody down because of ethnicity, you know, you're trying to hold somebody down from getting a better job because of, you know, the way they look, the color of their skin. It's racism. And so what she said, Miss Megan, was that her baby wasn't going to get a title because of the color of his skin. Duh. So therefore she's saying, what? Let's hear it. Somebody in the royal family was racist. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. The thing about Megan having a miscarriage, which I don't believe she had, and she and Harry took the baby bodily parts, whatever, out of the hospital to go bury it in the ground, and he used his hands to dig up the dirt to burn the baby. I don't believe it. Him taking the laughing gas that tells you the boy has a problem with addiction still. He's not healed. There's a lot of problems still going on between him and Megan. Okay? And I'm sure the book is going to have a little bit more crazy stuff in there, maybe just to make the top 10 with the leaks, but there will be more. But it's nothing you haven't heard before, and it's definitely nothing you can use, except for to say something's wrong with Harry.